So my last video for this swoon quilt started and we only got as far as the half square triangles. So now we're gonna finish up these blocks and finish up this quilt top. So come along with me while I wrestle this beast and have a super exciting outcome.
So the last thing I have to do before I can make the blocks is do the flying geese pieces because we have all the half square triangles done. So these I'm going to set aside because this is the center square and these are going to stay as individual squares. So these are all going to get set aside. And then this is sashing, so we're not going to worry about that. But half of each color, so there's 8 of each of these. 4 of them are going to turn into flying geese. The other 4 are going to stay a full rectangle because then that's going to get them that point. And then with these ones, I have the background that I'm going to use. And then for this stack, these are the pretty tossed ones, so there's really not a whole lot I have to pay attention to, just making sure I get my character in there. But then this stack is the directional one, so since I'm going to have one going in each direction, I'm going to have to pay more attention to those. So I'm going to start with the colored ones first, because those are going to be smooth sailing, and I've already got those lines marked, and then we'll come back to these guys. So these ones all went together super fast. So now I've got to start doing the character faces, which is some will go fast, some will take a little extra effort, but I don't think I have to trim these quite like I did the half square triangles, so that is a big plus. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how I do the directional flying geese for this particular project, and really any project. This is how I do it for 3-yard quilts as well. So I'm going to get these guys situated, and because it's going to act like a little star coming out of the middle, that's when I need my triangles to go. So I'm going to start with this one, and I need one to go in this direction. So obviously we're going to lose a lot there, but I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it here, so then my faces, when I'm looking at it backwards, are going sideways. So I'm going to draw my line. And I've got that one, so now I need one over here. And I need the base to be wider there. So I need it to go this way. So I'm going to line it there. Let that flip up, and then draw my line. Okay, so we've got bottom, side. Now this one I need the base here and the point to go up that way. So we're going to go this way here, flop that over. I really got to make sure my line is going the right direction. So this one is much easier, much less chaos to do it one at a time instead of trying to like pre-do the lines and everything. And now this one, I need my base here to go that way. So we need this to go there, and then put that there. So draw my line, and then I'm going to stitch right on the line like the last set with just the colors. I don't need that 1/4 inch because I'm not trimming anything off and making like a double of anything, so I'm just stitching right on the line. So I'm going to go do that, trim these up, and then show you how to do the second half. All right, so here we are at the second batch. So I've got to get these in the ways that they need to be. So I'm just using the same one because it's a very obvious print, where some of the other directional ones are a little more subtle. So you've got those. And now I need the corners that go the opposite way. So with this guy, I need it to go here. And then grab my ruler and draw my line. My line that I didn't even draw. I wonder if I need a new pen. Go. And then this one, I need to go this way. So, here, yes. Draw my line. And so these are gonna intersect. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have my 1/4 inch seam allowance for that point, ideally. So then I don't have to worry about that. Nope, see, that one's going the wrong way. That's going the wrong way. I need the flat side there. There we go. Fold that up. Do the same thing on the top. Do it this way. There. And then same thing. Sew on those lines, trim off the excess, press it open, and we'll have flying geese. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and lay out this block so you can see how they're all gonna come together, and then I'm just gonna sew the night away. So I've got all my pieces that are for the same block, so we're gonna start, this is our center here with our Kermit the Frog, and then around the outside are gonna go these guys. These are big blocks, so we may have to make some adjustments when it comes to laying this out. Okay, so we got those. And then I need, oh shoot, I need the one I didn't grab. The one that's yellow and white. And they are at the very bottom of this. Actually, they're there. So when I say yellow and white, they're actually yellow and grunge gray paper. Let's put those back. Okay, so that was my tactic of keeping things from getting lost. So these are all going to go in the corners. 2, 3, and 4. Oops, no, 4. So now we need to build out our next row, and I can already see that we're not going to fit. So this goes here. These are the next chunk. Yes. And then these guys go up there. I guess it's really this bottom one that's not going to fit. So that goes there. This is here. And this is here. And now is where this one is not going to matter so much because it's not a directional one, but the concept is still there. I am missing a whole bunch of rectangles. Well, shoot, they're somewhere in this house. Oh, there we are. These guys need 4 of those. Go over there. Okay, so we have got this here. And that. And I need yellow with Kermit. Yellow with Kermit. yellow with Kermit, right? Kermit touches the thing. Yeah, because it kind of makes a, oh no, I did miss a piece. It's the tricky thing about these being directional. No, that's right, because this goes here. Back on track. Yellow with Kermit. That goes there. These go here. This goes here. There. And we've got squares that go in those. And then move that out. And then one of these is going to go on the top of each of those. And then that one of these is going to go in that section. See, if I was doing non-directional, I would just make this the same for the whole thing and then just flop it around in the most technical way. That goes there. Ooh. And that goes there. And then these are what give it that little, like, pointy shape. And I can tell if I gone it the wrong way, because either I'd make a flying geese or I'd have something weird going on. So I want those diagonals to be the same. Because it makes it, what, a parallelogram, a trapezoid, some other fancy math term. That's wrong. That goes there. This goes here, and this goes here somehow. So that is how this block is all going to come together. And, you know, actually seeing it like this, it doesn't look as wild and crazy. I mean, it's wild and crazy, but it's its own beast. So these blocks end up being like 24.5 by 24.5. So it's a big block. So understandably so, it's taking up all the space on my ironing board. But now I've got to figure out how it's going to sew together. I think, okay, it says to make it into, okay, so it says to basically turn it into a 9 patch. So I'm going to sew these, and then this chunk, this chunk, this chunk, and then these, and then assemble my rows, and they'll all be together. So I think I'm going to start with this part, because that's going to be the most, not time sensitive, but time consuming, that's the word. So I'm going to start with that one, and then these are going to go together real easy because it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this. So I really could just sew this together as one piece already. That might be what I do. So let's get to work.
So I now have all my blocks completed, but as you can see, they only fit 2 across on my design wall. So we're gonna take to the living room floor to lay this out and see if we can get a quilt top done. And by see if we can get a quilt top done, we are going to get a quilt top done. She waited until the very end to come out, so I guess this is her way of giving her stamp of approval now that I've rearranged these. So we're gonna lay down. All right, get cozy. I gotta pick them up and sew sashing on now. So like I said before, this was way too big for my design wall in its current state, but just almost not too big for my design floor. So I love how this turned out. I thought as I was doing this and decided on this being the pattern, I thought it was gonna be way more chaotic and like a little scary looking, but I love it. And so my trickiest part was I had 3 fabrics that had black backgrounds, 3 that had white backgrounds, and 3 that had colored backgrounds. And then on top of that, these 2 prints are the same, the pinks are the same, and then these 2 are the same. And then these guys are all individual ones. So I had to kind of figure out what the best option was for laying them out. And I think this was it. I tried doing the white as the diagonal at first, but all the other prints just didn't quite work out. I really wanted this to be my center. I like the blue, but I felt like the strong diagonal of the black was the way to go. And then the center one has these guys on it. So had I thought about it before, I could have flip-flopped those 2 and done that one with the blue and this one with the Fozzie Bear color. But here we are. I love it. I'm so excited. And next time we're going to quilt it. So I'm gonna go get a nice, beautiful minky backing for this because this needs a minky backing. So let me give you a little scroll through of the blocks and then we'll come back next time.